I have.
$1? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can get some pretty good stuff. I got some nice
yeah.
Conan in there. It's like,
Oh, yeah, I know. I know. Let me see if I have this here.
What's up, creatures? It's good to be back, and I have quite a few videos planned for you, but today I thought I would share with you some stuff that I picked up at a local convention. So without further ado, I was able to pick up some pretty neat stuff that I'm kind of looking for, and then some special things, and I'll talk a little bit about those here in just a second. Here is, these are in no particular order, and they're not even been rebagged and board yet, but this is Conan the Avenger number 12. I love that cover. From Dark Horse. Conan the Avenger number 16. Conan and the Daughters of Medora, which I think is a one-shot. I was so excited when I found these in the dollar box that I just grabbed the Conans. I didn't even look at them. I just took them up to him. I ended up purchasing 3 of these, which I passed one off to my buddy Brad. But they're all in great shape. Looks like they were just bagged and boarded. And then here's just Conan number 6. Love the art. These are just beautiful. Conan number 8. Whoops. Number 27. Number 28. Love that. It's got Howard on the front there. Robert E. Howard, the creator. It's really nice. Then Conan the Barbarian, I got number 3. Very nice cover. It's a kissing cover, like those two. And Conan the Barbarian number 5. A little bit thinner Conan there. This is such a great cover here too. Conan the Barbarian number 10. Love that cover. Just great. Reminds me almost of Elric more than it does Conan, except of course the dark hair. But I love the cover. And then Conan the Barbarian number 25. So I'm slowly trying to branch out and get into the Dark Horse series and pick these up. I didn't buy any of them when they came out. And I was kind of like on a Conan comic book sabbatical when this stuff started. And so I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. So I've been focusing heavily on the Marvel series, but I'm starting to get these now. Well, then I picked up some stuff at the free table, which is pretty neat. This stuff, you never know about these things. I haven't read any of this, but I've got them. This is Dirge, number 1. No idea. But it was free. Dirge. Skyward. It's a free comic book day comic. Skyward. No idea about any of these. Choose Your Own Aspen Adventure Halloween Comic Fest. It's a free book also. I love free books and weird stuff. This one I really like the cover. This is Worlds of Aspen 2014 free. These are all out on the front table as you went into the convention. They're just there for the taking. Junior Braves of the Apocalypse. I don't know what this is, but it was free. So if it's free, it's for me. And then these are interesting, these next two, because they're smaller in size. Or they're not really an ash can, but they're smaller. It's pretty interesting. Pandora's Blogs. It's free comic book day. See how much smaller they are? And Giant Size Thrills. Darkon. Also a lot smaller. Free comic book day books. But these are all out on a table as you went into the convention. And you were able to just pick, one of each or get whatever you wanted. There was lots of them, and it was pretty neat. Well, I also picked up a kissing cover, Green Arrow 110 from the dollar box. It's a nice cover. Okay. Then I'll get into the purchases that I made that actually I spent a little bit of money on. I didn't spend a whole lot of money, but This is Strange Tales 175, just a gorgeous copy. If you're on my Instagram, you've probably already seen that. Some wonderful Kirby goodness there. Okay, and then I was fortunate to locate some Wrightson stuff. Bernie Wrightson, as some of you know who know me, know that I am an enormous Bernie Wrightson fan. And I was able to find several Bernie Wrightson covers, which I was really excited about. It's some beautiful shape here. This is Tower of Shadows number 8. That's Bernie Wrightson. I'm trying to finish this run. I'm working on it. I've got quite a bit of it, but it's still eluding me. There's not that many issues. I think there's like 9 issues maybe, and I have 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. I had number 1 coming in the mail, but it was shipped to me and it has not shown up, and it's been like 3 weeks. The guy's even refunded my money. I do not know what's happened to it. I'm hoping it shows up, but it has never shown up, and it was a really nice copy. And so I'm very disappointed that I did not get that. And this is a book that I've been after for quite some time. Really happy to get it. Always this title, but especially this one. This is a Bernie Wrightson cover, number 43. Now, something interesting about this one is you can tell this has been hacked to pieces. Look at that. You see how the vampire is like super short? It looks like the cover art has been like taken apart and put back together. Okay? It's just not, something's off about this. Some of you out there, I've had some discussions with on Instagram about this. Some of the stuff, these covers were, parts of them are okay and parts of them have been messed with. But it's Bernie Wrightson, so there you go. It's one that I've looked at for a long time, and I was fortunate to find it for a really good price. And then also, this is The Shadow, number 3. It's just a beautiful copy. Just a beautiful copy of that. Now, there's a story behind this, and I said I was going to do a series called Cover Stories. So I'm probably going to combine this episode, it's a convention haul, as well as one of the cover stories. The story supposedly behind this is that Bernie Wrightson and the other illustrator, oh my goodness, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, I'm embarrassing myself. I should have looked it up again. The other illustrator, Bernie Wrightson, and he were together on a weekend, and this cover had to be finished. And supposedly, both of them worked all weekend together feverishly to get this cover done and ready to the publisher. And you can see there's definitely some Wrightson looking stuff here, and then it changes the style. So it's a mixture and a conglomeration of 2 different styles to make such a fantastic cover. Shadow's a great character, and this is a beautiful, beautiful copy of number 3. I'm very happy to add that to the collection, and especially with the history behind it, with the Wrightson collaboration. If I could just remember who the other guy is. But in any case, I think that's kind of neat how sometimes these things, you just never know what's going to happen when you get a cover. These covers are, I think sometimes they're designed nowadays, you'll notice that they're designed nowadays so that they plan them ahead. They got multiple variants. They got all this stuff, and the covers are probably, I would bet, I don't know the industry how it works, but I would bet some of the covers might even be drawn before the comic book is finished or the writing's finished. They may just have a concept, draw the character with this on the cover. I don't know how that goes, but the cover is something that should make you want to, as Schoon says, make you want to grab that book and see what's happening here. And I certainly want to know. You know, it's got the electric chair here, and it's got the people running and the shadow in the background. But covers, it seems like in the old days, sometimes covers were almost an afterthought. They were important, and they wanted to get them put together, but sometimes they were like, well, we got to have a cover for this, so let's get this together and get this drawn. And so I'm not sure if that's changed to now that there's more of a focus on covers. It seems to be because comics are such a visual thing that that would be super important. I know for me personally, covers are something that make me want to buy something, makes me want to collect a particular cover. If I see the art, sometimes I can even put up with a mediocre story if the cover is beautiful, or I'll just not read it if it's that bad. If the cover is beautiful, I can just appreciate it for the art and the history of it. I prefer to have great art and a great story, like all of us do, but you know, I love like a cover like this, because you notice the nice diagonals there. It's and you got like the target in the background and a nice purple color. It's just all so well balanced. And I'm going to say something that might upset some of you. I'm not really a Green Arrow fan, but or a Green Lantern fan, not that much, just a little bit, especially Green Lantern. Arrow, okay, but Green Lantern, not so much. I never did get into that character. So it is what it is, right? But I think these covers are selling points. This one really was attractive to me, especially for $1. I like that. I think it's difficult. I've been asked a few times, why do you like the kissing covers? And I do collect those. The reason I like kissing covers is because I think it's really difficult to convey emotion, that type of emotion in art. I know that you've all seen covers where there's characters, many of these covers. I got to looking at this, and that's what put me on this quest. And I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to try to get a bunch of kissing covers so I can compare them and enjoy that. And it put me on that quest to go, all right, how many of these can I find? And I started noticing, my gosh, there are lots of them. Maybe I'll do a video just about that, but there's lots of them out there. And if you look at it, some of them are done so well, you can feel the emotion or the passion or the whatever you might want to call it in the picture as it's depicted. And some of them are just ridiculous. They look stupid. They look awkward. I think it must be a very difficult thing to do, is to draw a kiss that looks emotionally sound. And so I found that pretty interesting. And so I began to kind of start picking up kissing covers as I saw them, good ones and bad ones. I have some from Archie and things like that. And then I have, there are very many famous kissing covers, and a lot of them command a high dollar. And we don't really think about that as a category. I mean, there's bondage covers, and there's covers with airplanes and covers with dinosaurs, and I figure, why not a kissing cover? So it's kind of interesting. I don't see that as a category on anywhere, or it coming up at any time. I doubt it's going to be added to Key Collector any day. But for me, it is an interesting genre that I'm fascinated with. And I also love covers that have like a story behind them and make me really excited. This cover here, it just makes me want to buy this book when I see it. I mean, who would not want that when they see that on the shelf? Just look at that. It's incredible. I love that kind of thing. It makes you very curious as to what's happening, and it just really makes you want to buy the book. And in my case, many years later, of course, we all love the particular artists that we like. Some of us are big Kirby fans, and for me, it's Bernie Wrightson, and I like Plug also, and several others. There's many, Neil Adams, and a lot of those guys. And I really enjoy that aspect of the hobby. It's not just a story, it's the art and the covers. And I'm betting that a lot of you feel the same way. Let me know in the comments down below if you would let me know who your favorite artist is and why. What is your favorite comic book cover? So let's continue the discussion. Please like and subscribe if you've not. We sure do appreciate that. We're trying to get our numbers up, and we're trying to put out more regular content. Hey, take care of yourself. Be kind to each other. See you next time.